look into my life and pop culture vibes. Welcome to Amani's Vibe. That's the space that I provide. Yeah, at Amani's Vibe. Love Island, USA, and writing stories my own way. That's my Amani's Vibe.
Hey everybody, welcome back. I hope that you are enjoying my think pieces on Love Island USA season 7. Season 8. We are now on episode 3. So let's get things started. If you are new to my channel, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can see when I'm posting, because I like a post and I like to tell stories in my posts. Maybe it will be different to what other people are posting, but that's a good thing. Why would you want to listen to or see the same thing all the time? We want some variety, some diversity, very much like the cast of Love Island season 8, because this is like, this is a very colorful, melanin-filled cast, and I love it. All right, so the show, episode 3. Here we go. Beatriz explains what she was thinking when she talks to Sean, like letting him know that she just thought it was okay that she could be on that, get on the red, and that meant she was going to go and explore. And Sean was like, well, I thought green meant that you was going to stay and red meant stop. So they had that little thing, but they ended it cool, and Sean handled it pretty well, though he was definitely shook. I thought he did really well talking to her. Kayda's kissing Zach, and still I'm not sure if she's really feeling him, but so far that's just me that feels that way. But when they talk, she says she's feeling him to the girls, and Kenzie now is like, she would not have talked to him. Kenzie is really acting like her and Zach had this amazing relationship, and now she's holding all the cards by ignoring him. It's very bizarre. Bryce and Trinity, they talk again. They're back to their couple after the fire pit, saying that they both didn't really give each other a chance, so let's try again. Translation being, there ain't no one else for us. You know what? Let's stick together, because we better as friends, if nothing else. We don't want to get booted off this island, so let's try. But I just wanted to have a little break here. I'll call it a DJ break. I want to talk about Bryce, who Chloe Johnson called Twilight, and I can't stop every time. I can't not see it. Yeah, my fans are always on in the background. Oh, y'all know me. Fans are always on, but I'll turn it off. But yeah, so, I guess there's online discourse. I don't look at it at all. I'm very good at ignoring it. I just go to the first look, I watch a show, and then I will go find out what their handles are, and I will look things up about them that I'm interested in. So one thing I think is really cool, just because Bryce's personality is pretty like wallpaper-ish right now, he's a DJ and a producer, and he downplayed that. Like, he talked more about his modeling since he was 17, but he's a really good DJ and producer, really good. And he's been doing it for years. And I actually found that quite interesting, just how good he is. He even produced a song. So I just wanted to put that in there, because I always look up to see what went on in their lives before they were on the show, the things that they were interested in, especially when I can't read their personality at all, but it's just something I always do. So just give you that little tidbit about, I don't know when we'll get to see that side of him, or if we ever will, like that DJ producing kind of funky kind of vibe from him. But yeah, like he's really good. All right, now back to the show. Okay, so Kenzie is very extra. She got those extra blue eyes, just extra. But it's not extra like Huda, but it's like, it's like there's a tsunami under there, the Jessica Simpson type of tsunami that's brewing, where you can tell she's a little bit erratic and you're not sure what's gonna make whatever happen. And I can tell that about her. I could tell that about her, but I still really like her because she is so funny and bubbly and just the things that she says. Zach did try to talk to her, but she's like, nope, she wouldn't chat with him. And then her and Sean talk. And and Sean's telling her that he likes anime. I thought he said Dungeons and Dragons, but he said something about dragons. And then Kenzie's like, like it wasn't until recently that I realized that dragons weren't real. Like I thought they were real. Which I don't know if y'all remember, if you did watch Love Island before, Shelly on season 7, she didn't know that ponies were real. Anyway, it is now the nighttime because, we've gone through the fire pit and all of those things. And then, as always, it's time for them to get ready to bed. So as they're getting ready for bed, it seems like Gabrielle and Beatrice are right beside where Sean is. There just seemed like a setup like that at the beginning, which was whack. And Gabrielle is doing what he does because he is the seducer, just kissing. And then so you can see at night, when the lights are dimming, you'll kind of see you can see that Anaya and KC are getting closer. You can see that Melanie and Sincere and who else? I don't know, because honestly, I don't pay as much attention to this stuff, but it's good to know because just so an FYI about Love Island and the producers and the editing, oftentimes with the black couples, we don't see how close they are. Like Casey and Anaya, they may be way closer than we see. And it's the same thing with Melanie and Sincere. They may have had conversations and lots of things that we have not seen that are causing her to trip. And that's just part of the show. They will edit the stories that they want to put out there. I always remember that there's a lot of editing in the show, always. And that's how I view it. I'm very aware of it, okay? Okay, so far, I may be proven wrong, but I have a theory about Kayda, that she's gonna be fire. And she's gonna tear up this villa. But so far, she really seems to like Zach. So I could be wrong. I'm always open to being wrong, but I still think she's going to shake up that villa when she's ready. Now it's next time where they have breakfast. The way it works on Love Island is that the young men make the young women breakfast, but Kenzie and Sean exchange a kiss when he brings her breakfast. What? That's all I have there. Sincere pulls Kayda for a chat. He was waiting around to talk to her, and she doesn't pull him. Sincere pulls Kayda, and he waited around to talk to her. But their conversation is so random, like, oh, you have a pit bull, where are you from? Like, it's very light, not heavy at all. And Kayda really does seem to like Zach. That's all I have. Kayda really... Oh, something just crashed in my apartment, which scared the you-know-what out of me, and I'm not sure what that is. Okay, so I got a new shower head and the middle part of the hand shower completely came undone. So there was like a huge crash. I'm just glad I didn't scream in y'all's ears. Okay, so I'm back. Okay. So it's breakfast time, and Sean brings Kenzie breakfast, and they share a kiss or two. What? Okay, after breakfast, Sincere pulls Kayda for a chat. She doesn't pull him, but he waits around to talk to her. And earlier he had talked about when Melanie had said, what does she look like? And he was like, you. Okay, so he talks to her. And then he's in the booth giving his analogy. Like, you could have one fish, then you could have another fish, but there could be another fish that looks like the fishes, that if they were fishing while you were fishing, you wouldn't know maybe the difference between the fish if you had the one fish or the other fish while they were fishing. Exactly. Exactly, Sincere. I know what you mean. But him and Kayda, they really, they hit it off, but it's very much small talk. Zach and Kayda, yeah, Kayda is really digging him and they're really hitting it off. And I'm like, okay. So Zach is concerned about Kenzie, but just because she got the crazy eyes going and he doesn't want those crazy eyes coming at him. And I think he just wants to keep the peace. He's pretty chill, you know, being from Birmingham and all that, and being Charlie's brother. And, you know, he just seems like the type, he just wants everything to be okay, even though they didn't have a big relationship, but because of how she's acting. So he talks to Beatriz about how he should approach her, because he did try to talk to her and she's like, no. So Beatriz is telling him, you know, just say this. Oh yeah, girls really like this. Okay. I thought that conversation was cool. I really love Beatriz. I really love her personality. And even how she dealt with Sean. I felt that she was trying to overcompensate sometimes with things, but the more that I'm watching her, I'm like, no, this is actually her real personality and she seems pretty dope. Then I have, Gabrielle is talking to Kenzie, and here we go, because you know Kenzie is really extra, and she literally falls in love, and it looks like that while they're talking in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Glow in the eyes are there, which is insane to me. But she's like, I'm a beach and I always wanted to move to Miami and LA. And Gabrielle is like, you know, do it one thing at a time first, you know. I can't do accents, you guys know this. And then she asks him if he can dance. He's like, can I dance? I'm Latino. He's like, I can dance. Like, and then she's like, I did competition dancing, hip hop, so and so, and I do lots of splits. She didn't say that, but I'm just filling that part in. And then I just keep noting how fast everybody seems to be in love. And I think there's only been 2 episodes, so that means there's been like maybe 2.5 days, because they kind of film on real time. There's like only a little bit of break between how they're showing it to us on the screens and what's really happening in their day. Okay. Then the cast plays a game called That Sinking Feeling, and I have a sinking feeling, because whenever they have these games and they ask these outlandish, raunchy questions, it can cause people to react to whatever their answers are. But they ask a bunch of ratchet, raunchy questions, and you have to guess who you think it is. My theory on this was that the people were guessing and pushing in the water, especially if it was like guy girl, wasn't necessarily who they thought. I think it's who they secretly had a crush on. That's how I felt when Anaya pushed Sean in the water for her guess. Anyway, just a little something to think about. And of course, you know, these questions come from when early on, when they're doing interviews and they're asking them all kinds of questions. Have you ever had a salacious relationship? Have you ever done this? And they're answering freely, not knowing that those answers are going to end up on the show. So they finish with the raunchy questions, and everybody then jumps in the water together. But after they shove all the people in the water and then they all jump in the water, some people stay in the water kissing each other. So in the water, making out are Kenzie and Sean, Kayda and Zach and Gabrielle and Beatriz. Melanie's not in the water and Anaya's not in the water, and Melanie is still upset about Sincere pulling Kayda, and it's a lot. But this is what I think when we don't see behind the scenes, that it's probably because he ignored her all day and they were making out all night. And that always seems to be a point of contention with the women. Melanie called Kayda Katie when they were talking. She's called her several different names. And she is just tripping and crying in between in the little confessional. To us, it feels like no reason, but I'm telling you, there's there is probably always more going on behind the scenes. So that was kind of it. We get a sneak peek that there's going to be a bombshell and some type of like office type of, what do you say, an office challenge. As long as it's not milk and the bird challenge, I'm good. Y'all know what some of you will know what I mean by that. Looks like there's an office challenge, and it looks like maybe the women get pulled into a private office for a challenge with a bombshell. Okay, so that's just kind of like the little sneak peek they give us. So my final thoughts for this show are that I love Trinity's personality. See, we don't get to see her a lot, but she is the queen of random one-liners. So if that's something you can notice, listen to the things that Trinity says when somebody's do something, or how she like sums things up, or her analysis on something. It's very, very cute. So I like that. And that's it. So stay tuned for Love Island USA Season 8, Episode 4. And you know what to do. Please make sure to like and subscribe and tell a friend. Tell them about my channel. And there's other things here outside of Love Island. But right now, the focus is on Love Island USA Season 8. And that's what's up.
Ooh, Amani's vibe. Welcome to Amani's vibe. That's the space that I provide. Ooh, no negativity, no lies. Here is just positive vibes. Love Island, USA, pop culture, sports, and telling stories in my own way.